speaking of censorship, it wasn't just confined to the Russians. Let's put this up there on the screen. The Nelk Boys Full Send podcast, which included, what was it, about an hour-long interview with Donald Trump and had amassed 5 million views in just 24 hours, was deleted from YouTube. And this is due to another ridiculous standard, which is that YouTube has a policy where they are going to take down any floating of election conspiracy theories that the election was rigged, specifically by Trump. Even if you, as a news organization, were to play a clip of that happening, they would still take that down, even if you are playing it as a clip in order to debunk it, aka what we're supposed to do in the news. Now, in this interview, to be fair to the Nelk guys, they were just letting him talk, but whatever. I mean, they're not professional interviewers. They were saying, look, they kept calling him Donald, which, look, guys, you know, he is the president, and that bothers me from a decorum perspective.
That's the part that bothers you?
It bothers me a lot, actually. You know, when you address any president, former president, you should call him president. But they call him Donnie, and they were letting him talk about, you know, the election was rigged, and it was kind of funny because they clearly just didn't know what to do, you know, while he's talking. And having interviewed Trump before, it is maddening whenever he goes off on these
This is a very
tangents.
Hard person to interview.
Oh, very difficult.
And I mean, they just kind of let him go.
They just let him go.
Like, they asked him a question about Ukraine, and he started like going off about windmills. Which he has such a vendetta against.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
It's fine. More what I'm saying is that they're setting a ridiculous standard. So what are we, okay, let's say Trump agreed to a Breaking Points interview. What are we supposed to do? We know he's going to talk about the election.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to just say, you can't say what you're saying because we want to be able to post this on our primary distribution platform, which is YouTube?
Here's the other thing. This is a former president of the United States who is very possibly the next president of the United States. And don't you think we should hear what this man has to say? Good, bad,
That's why I watched it, because I was like, hey, what's he saying about Ukraine?
Well, and I think your point that you've made a number of times, that being kicked off of Twitter and deplatformed may well be the best thing that's ever happened to Donald Trump. Like, by pushing his most outrageous comments off of your platform, you're not helping things. Like, you're only helping him. If your goal is to oppose him, like, you are only helping him. First of all, he loves this storyline about being censored.
He said it in the podcast. He's like, just so you know, this is going to be taken off YouTube.
He put out one of his weird statements about it afterwards. I mean, he loves this. He relishes it. He's going to bring it up at rallies, all of that stuff. But number two, like, you want to keep people, you know, fresh in their mind of exactly who he is and how he's approaching things and what he is clearly completely obsessed about still. So you're not helping anyone or anything by not allowing people to see that. This man is the former president. Whatever he says, as insane or outrageous or wrong or lying as it might be, people need to know what it is that he's saying. So to me, this is just an outrageous, honestly, escalation of censorship. I mean, we already saw him kicked off of social media platforms. That was insane. And then to pull his interviews is, you know, another completely insane move.
It's about news. We were talking about this earlier when in the Russian media block. What are we supposed to do? Our job. People trust us, millions of people, to try and parse information and deliver it to them. That requires sometimes airing a Russian news segment, if anything, just to show you that they're crazy. But now we have to tread incredibly lightly. By the way, thank you all to our premium members, because you make it so that sometimes we do push it a little bit on the edge, and, you know, with full knowledge.
Oh, we've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Taken down, yes, and it's only because of the people who supported us. So thank you very much.
Yes.
But the reason why that all of this matters is I do still believe in wanting as big of a platform as possible to have our information get to people. And in this environment where YouTube is the total information ecosystem for so many millions and millions and millions of people, we have got to be able to present information in a fair and a proper light, in the best way to inform you, not in the best way to avoid censorship of the algorithm or censorship of being taken down. And you put this together, which is, what position are we being put in as a news organization? How are we supposed to cover the Trump 2024 campaign?
Yeah.
I mean, our State of the Union coverage, for example, we broadcast it live. we should be able to do that, no? If he's going to run for president.
Right.
I mean, yeah, if he talks about the election is stolen, fine. I mean, I will come on afterwards and be like, look, obviously I think that's wrong, or, you know, maybe it's not even necessary. But what I'm saying is we're all being put here in a very difficult situation by these policies, which may seem well-intentioned of, oh, we don't want to air election conspiracy theory. Oh, we don't want to aid Russian propaganda. But it has a tremendous impact on people whose job it is to parse and to deliver information to people. And it's making it such that we have to play some weird dance, and so does everybody else whenever they're trying to do this. And it's the worst possible world. And also probably politically beneficial to Trump.
Yeah,
as we
ultimately. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
That's right. Just as a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full show completely uncut, our reactions to each other's monologues. You get to listen to it. You get to ask us questions, all that good stuff. Link is right there in the description or at breakingpoints.com.
Best of all, great way to say screw you to the mainstream media.